and welcome back, you guys. We're here for yet another video. Should have made myself a drink for this one. I mean, it is only 2:30 in the afternoon, but we're in quarantine. I feel like everything goes, right? There's no rules. Anyways, so for today's video, I'm gonna go ahead and talk about a couple of things that I wanna recommend to you guys for the sale, the Sephora sale that's going on currently. I will have all the information on the sale down below, like what dates it's from and the kind of discounts that they're gonna be having. I know it's like, let me double check. So for Beauty Insiders, it's 10% off from the 23rd of April to the 27th of April. For the VIP, for VIP, it's 15% off from the 21st to the 29th. And then if you're a Rouge member, it's 20% off from the 17th of April to the 1st of May. So again, I will have that in the description box below. But yeah, I wanted to go ahead and talk to you about a couple things that I really love and can't live without. I got a couple of questions of people wanting me to recommend some things for the sale. So I figured I'd have a whole dedicated video for it because I do have kind of a lot of things to go over. But they're all really, really good products that I definitely can't see myself living without these days. So without further ado, let's go into it. So the first things I want to talk about are primers, and the first one is the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Oil. I love this for multiple different things. As you guys can see, I've used a good bit of it. I like to use this. I don't necessarily use this as a primer. I like to use this once my makeup is done. I'll go ahead and use like I'll put like a little drop in the back of my hand and put my beauty blender in it and then pat a little bit on my skin for the days that I'm feeling a little bit dry. I have a little bit of dry patches or I just want a nice little glow. This like kind of tops me off perfectly. So I definitely recommend this and try it the way that I just mentioned, because if you guys are like dry a little bit and have like dry areas, you just look a little dull, this definitely brings you back to life. It's kind of like a setting spray without the spray, you know? But yeah, it's also a really good primer as well. I know a lot of people love it for that. And then I also use it like for when I'm traveling. I would always take this with me because it would work as two things. I'd use it as a primer. I'd use it how I just told you guys. And then I'd also use it on the ends of my hair as like a nice little refresh, like a finish oil almost. So I really like this for multiple reasons. You can really get lots of uses out of this. So I really like this guy. The next primer I want to mention is the Dior Backstage Primer. This stuff is really great. I've mentioned it before on my channel. If you guys watch my videos, then you'll know. It's really nice because it just blurs your skin out. It makes your skin look really nice and perfected and flawless, and it gives you a really good base for your foundation. So really any foundation you use, it's really just going to help make your skin look really beautiful underneath and make it look really like flawless. So I really like this primer as well. It is a little bit on the expensive side, but I promise you guys it's really worth it. I love it. I waited forever to get this guy back in stock to finally order it. So if it's in stock, definitely recommend getting that. So I'm going to try and go kind of quickly on these things because I have quite a few things to talk about and I'm not trying to have another 30-minute long video. So I'm not going to go too in depth about these products, but I'm definitely going to go over the good key points that I want to mention. They're going to kill me on how many Dior products I have, but I am such, like, I love Dior. All of their products are amazing. And these next two things are also Dior, and it is their foundation. I love this Dior Forever foundation. It is so beautiful. It makes your skin look like your skin, but perfect. It isn't cakey, it's definitely full coverage, and it just makes your skin look like, with these two things paired together, it makes your skin look really, really airbrushed, flawless, no pores, no imperfections. It does such a great job. I love this foundation. This is definitely what I reach for on a regular basis, and it is just such a beautiful finish, and it makes your skin look like your skin, but better. And then the next foundation I want to talk about is the Dior Backstage foundation, and this is also similar to that. It's just more of, it's not as full coverage as the other foundation. It's definitely buildable. It's a little bit more liquidy than the Forever foundation, but they're both, this one is also really beautiful. It makes your skin, again, very much like this one. It makes your skin look very perfect. It looks like your skin, but better. Everything, it definitely clears up any imperfections you might have. or not clears up, but it definitely conceals any imperfections you might have or anything that you were trying to cover. It definitely does it. I really like their color selection as well. They have really good ranges of color, and I just love the finish that this gives me as well. It's for the days that I don't want as much coverage as that other foundation. Oof. It's for the days that I don't want as much coverage as the Forever foundation, but it still gives you really good coverage, really nice finish, and yeah, really like this foundation. Another thing that I use to apply both of those foundations is this Tarte Kabuki, Tarte Kabuki brush, and I quickly fell in love with it because one, it like cuts your makeup like foundation time in half. I literally just like go like this, and I feel like, oh my gosh, get it together, stop dropping everything, amen. Ugh. So like I was saying, I feel like it cuts my foundation time in half. Like I can literally just go like this and boom, like my foundation is on. It's blended so beautifully, and like I feel like just these guys like paired together just gives you the ultimate like beautiful coverage. Your skin looks, and I'm going to be saying the same things over again. I feel like this brush really goes hand in hand with those foundations that I just mentioned. I mean, obviously you can use it with any foundation, and I feel like it'll look really beautiful because it just like, I don't know, these bristles, by the way, the bristles are so freaking soft. That is like sold me. But the fact that you can cover your face so quickly because the brush is so big, I feel like it also doesn't let your makeup get cakey because you're blending it out really well. I feel like it's also picking up some of the product and distributing it really evenly and nicely. So I really like this brush as well. Next thing I'm going to talk about is another Dior product, you guys, I'm sorry, and it is the Forever Skin Corrector Concealer, and this is it, you guys. It's super, like the coverage is really nice on this. I think this is like a perfect shade as well. I'm in the shade 2WO or 2W0, but I really like it because one, the coverage is really nice. A little bit goes a really long way. I feel like especially on my under eyes, it just makes, and like right here, it makes it look really poreless and perfected and very nice. The coverage, like I said, is really incredible on it. And then not to mention, you get a ton of product in this. I don't see myself running out of this anytime soon. And then also another really great thing about it is the applicator. It's like a really big applicator, much like the Too Faced concealer. It has a big wand, which I really like because you can get a lot of product quickly, and yeah, it's just, I prefer big brushes for concealers, so I really like this concealer. It makes my makeup look just really nice and not cakey whatsoever. We don't want to look cakey, guys. That is what we avoid by all means. Try to pick everything from like every category, like primer, foundation, concealer, blush, bronzer. But the one thing I haven't found like a new thing that like I'm in love with is setting powder. I'm still ride or die for my Laura Mercier translucent setting powder. So I'm still using that, and I haven't found one that I'm like really obsessed with. So we're gonna skip through that. Then we're gonna go on to a powder, and this is a powder that, it's like a pressed powder, so it's a little bit different, but I love this powder. It's by it's by Makeup Forever, and it is their Matte Velvet Skin Powder, and it is so nice. I'm in the shade Y245. It is so nice. Even the applicator that it comes with is really nice, but I love this powder because it just makes your skin look so perfect and just gorgeous. I will wear this on days that I'm not wearing any makeup and I just want to conceal a couple things, like if I want to put under my eyes or on a like problematic area, or just to put on my T-zone because I do get oily, so I like to put some powder on my T-zone just to look a little bit like poreless and matte. So I will use that for those days, and then I'll also use it for my full glam days, like after I already set my under eyes with my Laura Mercier. I'll go back in at some point and put a little bit of this under my eyes and like right here, my chin and my forehead, and I feel like it just blurs everything out and it looks really perfect and flawless. So those are obviously everything that a girl looks for with makeup, right? Next two things I want to talk about are bronzers. Oh, wow. I forgot. I actually have one more foundation that I want to talk about. I know it's a lot of foundations, but I just went through like a spree of just like, I bought a bunch of foundations and I wanted to try a bunch of them and see which one I really like. And this is another one. It is the Hourglass Vanish Stick Foundation. And I really Really love this foundation. I discovered this foundation before I discovered the Dior ones, and I still use this on a regular basis. I'll even combine the Dior with this stick foundation, and I just love the way it does everything. So the coverage is really, really nice on it. It is definitely more on the full coverage side, but it can definitely be sheer. You just put a little bit. I used this today when I was getting ready, and the finish is just so beautiful. It's definitely a flawless foundation for sure. I like to concentrate this on my problematic areas, like any dark spots or anything. That's really where I concentrate this, and then I'll just blend everything out, and it really gives you full coverage. It conceals everything, and the finish is really, really nice. It gives you a nice, flawless, perfected, beautiful finish, much like the other foundations that I mentioned. Obviously, it's a cream foundation, so it blends really nicely. I know a lot of people are kind of hesitant when it comes to cream foundations, but I promise I've gotten at least like 4 of my friends hooked on this foundation. A lot of them were like hesitant because like I don't really like stick or cream foundations, but I'm like, you guys, I know it's like a stick and it's a cream, but it blends so nicely. Like it just, I use this with that brush, that Tarte brush that I mentioned, and it just works so well. It gives me such a nice, beautiful finish, and your skin, anyways, it gives you such, I need to start reading like a freaking dictionary, because I need to learn more. I need to learn more words other than beautiful, flawless, and poreless. So that's that. Next things I want to talk about are bronzers, and one, I have a cream bronzer by Huda Beauty, and it is her Tantour Contour and Bronzer Cream, and this is in the shade Light. And I've had this actually for a while, and I never really used it. And then recently, I was like, you know what? Let me actually put this to use, because I've heard a lot of great things about this guy. And I did, and now I'm honestly like always reach for this when I'm getting ready to do my makeup. Even if I'm going to be using a powder afterwards, I'll just put this as like a base, and I feel like 1, it cuts my makeup time in half, and 2, it looks just really beautiful, and it gives you, like, it doesn't look, by the time you're done with your makeup, it doesn't look like you're wearing a ton of powder because you did go in with a cream first. So I just love the way this blends. It blends so beautiful and effortlessly. It takes me like 2 minutes to blend this out, and I really, really like it. And I've definitely been reaching for this a lot more often lately, so I definitely wanted to mention this. So if you guys are looking for a good cream contour, definitely recommend this guy. And then for another bronzer, a powder bronzer, if you guys are someone who likes Hoola bronzer by Benefit, then you will love this, and you need this in your life. And it is the Hoola bronzer in the shade Caramel, and it is so beautiful. I love this bronzer for the days that I have a nice little tan. It's more on like the orangey terracotta side. Definitely, I'll put it side by side with the Hoola bronzer, and the Hoola is definitely more of like an ashy kind of color. This is obviously more of just like a caramel, obviously, hence the name. I used to be obsessed with the MAC Give Me Sun bronzer, and then I discovered this guy, and it literally, I don't even touch Give Me Sun anymore because I'm so into this. Even on days that I'm that I don't have a tan, I'll still use a little bit of this just to give me a nice little bronzy, beautiful, goddessy look. Whenever I think of this, I think of like a tan goddess. So I love this bronzer. Definitely check it out if you're looking something for more on the olivey, or not olivey, more on the caramel terracotta side. Definitely check this guy out because I love it. Next thing I want to talk about are 2 blushes. The first one is, yes, Dior, and I just actually recently discovered this. I was trying to get, I was trying to get something from Dior, and then I walked past and I saw this, and I instantly fell in love with it. And it is their Dior Backstage Rosy Glow Blush. This is in the, I don't even think it has a shade. Oh, in the coral shade, and I feel like my camera is not giving it any justice. This is really more what it looks like, and I've been looking for like a true coral blush for a while, and I felt like I couldn't find a good one, but this, actually, you know what, I didn't even realize it has a little bit of shimmer flecks in it, but when you put it on your face, it doesn't show any shimmer, but it is so beautiful. This has been the blush that I've been reaching for on a daily, not on a daily because I don't do my makeup daily, but on a regular basis, whenever I do my makeup, this is always the one I reach for. And then the other one that I'm going to mention, but This one has truly been a true favorite of mine. Love this color. Just gives you a nice little like dainty, rosy, girly, feminine cheek, which I love. So especially during especially now that we're going into spring, I feel like this is a must. The next product I want to mention is a blush, and it's by Mercier. It's the blush color Infusion in the shade Ginger. And I know it looks a little bit light here where you can't really see the color. This is definitely more on the honey ginger side, obviously hence the name as well, ginger. But I feel like it is such a beautiful shade. I've been for the days that I don't wear this blush, I'm wearing this. And it's so beautiful. It's definitely like buildable as well, so you can definitely have a heavy hand with it and it's okay. You're not gonna look like a clown or anything. It's so beautiful for those of you that like a good honey, like not too pink, not too rosy kind of blush. This is one that I would definitely recommend to you guys. The formula is really nice. I mean, it's Mercier, you guys. I mean, you just know that the formula is going to be really great. And then I love the packaging. Like, it's so easy to open. It's magnetic, so you just boop, pop it open. And then it has a really good size a good size mirror so that you can use this to do your makeup. The next thing I want to talk about, I'm sure you guys are familiar with this. If you've seen my other videos, you know I love this product. And it is also by Hourglass, and it is their Ambient Highlighting palette. I love this thing. I mean, they also have like the individual colors, but I like the palette because I use all three of them. And the shades are, this one's Dim Light, Incandescent Light, and Radiant Light. And I like to just swirl my brush in all of them, mainly focusing on these two right here, and then like just swirling all around, and then just hitting your cheeks with this. Like I said, if you guys watch my channel and you've seen my videos before, you know I use this guy religiously. Even like on days where I'm not really wearing makeup and I just want like a nice, healthy, youthful glow, I'll throw this on my cheeks and a little bit on my forehead, maybe a little on my nose, and it just makes you look so healthy. It looks like your skin is literally just glowing, but like without makeup. Like it's not like shimmery or anything. It just has like a really nice radiant, I mean, the name couldn't be any more perfect. It's such a radiant look. Like, I don't know how to describe it. You just really need to go get it. And like I said, they have the individual ones, so you don't have to buy the full palette. But personally, I like all of the colors, and I like to swirl my brush in all of them. For days that I'm like more tan, I'll focus on these. For the day that I'm not tan, I'll do all of them and like focus on the dim light. But yeah, it just, it makes your skin, for those of you who don't like a beaming highlight, I definitely recommend trying this because it is just like one of those like beautiful, like natural glows. You know what I mean? Like there's no shimmer. So definitely try that out if you want like a nice, healthy, beautiful glow. Next thing I want to talk about is a setting spray, and it's by Farsali. It's the Rose Gold Skin Mist. So funny enough, when I first got this, I was not a fan. I didn't like the spray. I didn't like how wet it made your face, and like I wasn't liking it. It wasn't my jam. But I kept playing with it, and then I quickly fell in love with it. And I can't do my makeup without using this. It just makes your skin, yes, it definitely makes your skin wet when you first apply it, so you definitely have to give yourself like a good distance when you spray it. And then I always instantly use my hand fan to dry it. So once I do that, I'll pat it in with a beauty blender, and then it just gives you, especially like on your cheeks, like the highlight, I feel like it just makes it look like nice. It just makes it look so healthy and glowy, and it definitely makes your, if you like went a little heavy-handed on the powder, it definitely makes your skin look less powdery and more like your skin. So I cannot finish my makeup without doing a couple sprays of this. So definitely check it out. It's really pretty. It does have like little gold flakes in it, so definitely shake it up before you use it. And it'll sometimes give you little flakes on your face, which I kind of don't like, but lately I feel like it hasn't been doing that. But when I first started using it, like I saw all the gold flakes on my face. I think that's one of the reasons why I didn't really like it. But now I feel like when I spray it, I don't really see the flakes. So I don't know. Like I said, the first time I used it, I didn't really like it, but now I can't not use it. So definitely recommend this setting spray. Oh shoot, I totally forgot about our brows. So there is a brow pencil. It's another Dior product, but it's their Dior, what is this called? The Dior Show the Dior Show Brow Styler, and this is what it looks like. I actually got this on accident. I meant to get, I think, like their liner or something, and I ended up getting this, and I was like, oh, okay. I was gonna return it, but then I was like, you know what? Let me just like play with it because I love anything Dior, and of course, I fell in love with it. And this is in the shade Dark Brown, and I love the spoolie that it comes with. I feel like it blends everything really nicely, and honestly, I'm really surprised that I fell in love with this because I have always used my Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz. That has been like my go-to brow product for as long as I've been doing my brows. I've tried to branch out and use other things, but I always go back to it. But I recently discovered this guy, and I am obsessed, and I only use this these days. I feel like I do my brows a lot quicker when I use this. I feel like it blends really nicely. It's not too waxy, and it just, the pen, like the tip is really nice as well. It's like I'm able to get those arches and get every little nook and cranny really nicely. So I love this brow pencil. So definitely recommend this guy. The next thing I want to get into is lips. The first one is by the Sephora collection as well. And this is in the shade Dress to the 90s. Again, if you guys watch my channel, if you guys see my videos, you know a lot of these products are things I've mentioned before and things that I use on a regular basis. So I'm sure you guys aren't surprised by some of these things. But this lip liner I am so into. I'm actually totally done with it. I believe, oh shoot. As you can see, like it's done. I need to go get another one. Thankfully, the sale is going on, so I can really stock up on things. This is the shade. I feel like on me, it doesn't look as taupey. It looks more, I don't know, but I feel like it doesn't look like this shade when I put it on. This is what I've been wearing for literally on a regular basis, like on the regular. Even on days where I'm not wearing makeup, I'll still kind of like line my lips a little bit just to give them a nice little outline and make them look a little bit more defined, and it looks natural. Like it doesn't look like I'm wearing lip liner. So I really like this, and I like that they are like the screw ones, so you don't have to worry about sharpening anything, but it does also come with a sharpener. So if it gets dull, you can just go ahead and give it a nice little sharpen action, and you're good to go. So I love this lip liner. Another lip product, which is Dior. You guys, Dior isn't sponsoring. Dior is not sponsoring this video, although I wish they would. Hey Dior, hey. I love your products. So this is the Dior Lip Maximizer, and it's their lip gloss. Something I really like about this is it's like a lip plumper. It has hyaluronic acid, so it's gonna go ahead and give your lips a nice plump look to them. I feel like a lot of lip plumpers will like kind of sting and tingle like a lot, like to the point where it's like you feel like you're having like an allergic reaction, but this doesn't do that. It has like a minty feel to it. It definitely gives your skin a nice little refresh feeling, but it's not like, it doesn't sting, it doesn't feel like, it's not overboard. It's really nice, it's subtle, and it definitely gives your lips a nice plump, and I use this on a regular basis as well. Even again on days that I'm not wearing any makeup, I'll throw this on my lips, and it just gives them such a beautiful plump. And the shine, I'm always like, my thing when I'm getting lip glosses is I want my lips to look wet, and this makes them look wet. And I know I wouldn't spend $36 on a lip gloss if it didn't make my lips look wet. I think it's totally worth the money. This is the shade 13. It's like a nice like nude color. Then I throw this literally on any lip combo that I'm doing. This goes with everything, and I mean, it's lip gloss, so lip gloss can only stay on so long, but I just like the formula, and I like the color, and I feel like it goes really well with any lip combo that I have going on. Any nude lip that I have going on, I always throw this on top, and it just looks so nice. And those are all the makeup products that I have to mention. I just have a few other things to talk about. For skincare, I have 3 things to mention. The first thing is it's a mask, and it's the Summer Fridays Jetlag mask. I have the little size one because I actually wasn't even gonna purchase this, and then I was in the Sephora line like getting ready to check out, and then of course, you know, like that little section of like the little things that they have always gets me, and I saw this and I remember hearing really good things about it, so I picked it up, and I will definitely be getting the full size once it's done. I love this mask. So I used to once upon a time, when the world was normal, I used to travel very regularly, so this definitely helped my skin to the extreme. Like, anytime I'd get on a plane, I would always put this on, and by the time I got to where I was going, my skin just looked so hydrated. It had a nice glow, it felt really nice, and I just would always get compliments, so I loved it for that. But now that I'm not flying, I also really like it. I wear this at night, like as a sleeping mask, and when I wake up, my skin just looks so beautiful. I'll apply it before I put makeup on, like as a primer. It's so universal for me, and I haven't found a way that I do it that I don't like. So I really, really like this mask. I'm with it. So definitely recommend this guy. Another mask that I have to recommend, and I don't even have the full size of this either. I got this from like the Sephora points, and I've only used it a handful of times, but I'm already so in love with it that I had to mention it. And it's the Super Berry Hydrate and Glow Dream Mask by You to the People. And like I said, this isn't the full size one. This is just the one that I got with my beauty points, and I love it. So it is an overnight mask, and it has vitamin C, sequalane, and hyaluronic acid, all things that you want in your skincare. Those are really good ingredients, especially the sequalane. I don't remember exactly what it does, but I know it's really good for your skin. Vitamin C obviously is going to help brighten your skin, and hyaluronic acid just brings moisture to the surface of your skin. It helps with any wrinkles, any discoloration, any texture. It helps with all of that, so those are really good ingredients to have. And I believe You to the People is a clean product at Sephora. I could be wrong, but I believe it is, and I just really like this brand. Anything I've used from them, it's never let me down, and I use this at night. I've been using it just about every night, and I still have a good bit. It says to really lather it on your skin, and I do that, and I wake up and my skin just looks like perfect. It looks like I'm wearing makeup. It looks super even, it looks moisturized, and it just looks like hydrated and like I'm wearing makeup. So I definitely recommend this guy. I'll use it as like a regular mask or overnight mask. I definitely see better results when I wear it overnight and I wake up in the morning and my skin just looks amazing. It doesn't even look like my skin. So I definitely want to recommend that to you guys. But that is it. We got through all of it, and those are all the things that I have just, like, I can't not use on a regular basis. So I definitely wanted to make sure you guys knew about them, considering this sale that's going on. I hope you guys saw some things that you like, some things that you want to try. If you do like some of these things, please let me know. If there's things that I didn't mention that you guys love, let me know, because you know, I always love expanding my makeup collection. A lot of the things I talked about were on the pricey side, and what better time than now to go ahead and try them. If you're gonna get such good discounts, definitely take advantage of that. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you found some things that were up your alley. So if you guys enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe as always, and I don't really got anything else to say. So thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, bye guys.